Hello everybody, welcome back. We're in the classroom. As promised in my last video, I was like, oh, I have not done one of these in a while in my room. And I feel like everything classroom related just so much better when I'm in here showing this stuff firsthand. So yeah, we're gonna do a quick little book haul. I read a lot of books the first couple weeks of school. I want to show some of the ones that I do. They're really great for like SEL lessons, classroom community, choice making, inclusivity, all these great topics. I'm going to go fast because I don't have a lot of time. If I go in order, I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just going in the order that they're in the pile. These aren't like in a specific order that I read them in. These are just ones that I read the first couple weeks of school all the time. This one is called Ruby Finds a Worry. I found it last year. It's about a little girl, and she's always been perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. Super cute. It's very kid-friendly, and basically like the worry keeps following her around. It keeps getting bigger. It just teaches kids how to handle those big emotions like being worried or nervous or anxious. I love it. I also love that there's a child of color on the front. I just feel like that's awesome. I really like to get texts where multiple different kinds of kiddos are shown so that we have a nice diverse classroom library. So this is a good one. I keep this one in my SEL, so I have a little book bin here that says SEL, so the kids actually can check that one out of the library anytime they want. I used to keep it in like my own teacher personal, thing, and I was just like, such a good book for them to read. So anyway, this one is not really an SEL book or anything. It's called I Like Myself, and a lot of these are on sale right now. This one's 30% off. The Ruby Finds a Worry one wasn't, but anyway. Again, sweet little person of color. Just love like the diversity in my library. And basically this is a good one to read if you're doing like all about me activities, like sharing about like your favorite food, your favorite color, your how old you are, when your birthday is, like any kind of all about me activity. This is a good little like mentor text for that. I also keep this one in my SEL bin. These next couple are all by the same author, and they're all about choice making. This one's 37% off, and so they're all on sale, whether it's like 10%, 50%, they're all on sale. What Should Darla Do is part of a series from the What Should Danny Do books, and they're by Gannett and Adair Levy. These are great. So this is the girl's perspective, Darla, and it's great because it's an interactive book where you make choices and the kids either choose the right thing or the wrong thing, and then based on their choice, it affects the character's day. And then it'll be like, oh, if you choose this, go to page 50. If you choose this, go to page 28. And then you see like what the effect of his or her choice was. It's so good to teach them that like their actions affect not only their day but their like other people around them's day, and that's like another thing that I link with like logical consequences. I teach students that a logical consequence is like the effect of like, or basically like what you do affects other people, right? So if you are unsafe with scissors, you're putting your friends in danger, you can't use scissors anymore, right? So like teaching them about making choices, good or bad choices, and how that affects you and other people ties in really nicely with responsive classroom, which is part of logical consequences. Well, actually logical consequences is part of responsive classroom. I said that backwards. And this is a whole series. So we have What Should Danny Do School Day. So this is the Danny character, and it's the same setup of like 8 stories in one. You're finding all the different alternate endings. This one is What Should Danny Do on Vacation. Again, not as relevant to the school day as the school one, obviously, but still good, and they really love it. They love I think my mom just texted me asking if I wanted to. I'm so confused. Sorry, I have to hurry now because she just texted me something, and I don't want to X out of this, but I need to respond to her. So okay. Really fast. This is the original What Should Danny Do. It's not a school one. It's just, oh, my poster's in here. The author of this book is great. He always sends me like plushies, capes, posters. They're awesome. Stickers. They have so many different supplemental things. This is just him in a regular day. It's not school related, but still so good. The kids get really obsessed with this series, trying to find the alternate endings. This book, What If Everybody Did That? If you had to ask me what's my favorite book to ever use in my classroom, whatever grade level, What If Everybody Did That would be the number one. This book also has a sequel now called, I don't know if it's like technically a sequel, but it's just the same style book written by the same author, and it's called What If Everybody Said That. Basically teaching them that, you know, you might think it's okay for you to do something unexpected or, you know, not okay at school, but what if everybody did that? You might think it's okay to kick your friend once, but what if everybody kicked them? You might think it's okay to say that this lesson is boring, but what if everybody said that? Really good book. I literally will just look at them and say, what if everybody did that? Or what if everybody said that? So it's a good one to just quick refer to now and then. My Mouth is a Volcano is a great book about interrupting and how your words are important, but other people have important words as well. And we shouldn't be speaking over them. It's very, very relatable to young children. Like the skill that it teaches them in it about like breathing in your word, out your words, and then back in. Like I feel like the kids don't really buy that, but I will say like your mouth is being a volcano. Like you're interrupting and you're erupting when somebody else's words are important. I always say that. I say like their words are important right now. We're listening. So this is a good one to read at the beginning of the school year. And honestly, guys, like a lot of these, you can read at the beginning of the school year and then keep reading them throughout the year. Like loop back to it. This one's great when you're talking about your classroom rules and hopes and dreams. Again, classroom rules and hopes and dreams are part of Responsive Classroom, and the Magical Yet is about growth mindset and how students, anybody, there are things that we can't do yet, but it doesn't mean we can't do them at all. And it's just got a really great message. It's super cute, and the kids love it. Like it's a very like magical book, and the illustrations are so beautiful. Again, we love a diverse text to add to our library. Two more. This one is The Name Jar. It's very good about being like inclusive and how names are important, and how like people pronounce their names differently. Wow, that is like so rude. Somebody just commented and goes, I'm leaving now, so there's literally no one watching your live, so you might as well stop. That's awesome. The great thing about live, just so you know, is that you can watch it back later. So it's gonna save and people can watch it later. The Name Jar, it's about a girl that came from Korea and nobody knows how to pronounce her name. Fun fact, I was reading it for the first time and I was pronouncing it wrong. It's pronounced Yoonhae, but I was calling it Eunhae, and it just goes to show how important it is to be able to pronounce people's names correctly. And there's a really cute activity on Teachers Pay Teachers that goes with this. And the last one is the Kindness Snippet Jar. I just threw it out because we finished it last week, but we did like a big anchor chart of a jar and we put little sticky notes in it to show kindness. It's all about a little snippet, and he doesn't have a kind deed on his little snippet, but he wants one because you can only go in the kindness jar if you've done something kind and it shows up on your snippet. And so it's how he's trying to do a kind deed to be able to have his name, or not his name, have his little snippet himself can have a deed of kindness on it. So anyway, that is my, I don't know how many that was. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, really quick, that was like 10 minutes, but those are 12 of my favorite back to school read alouds that I personally love, and I highly recommend them. I'm leaving school now, so I will have to do another one soon. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will link these all in my Amazon storefront.